Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Liliana, and in today's video we are going to be talking all about
dry skin
and how to achieve a nice glowy skin radiance throughout the cold, dry season of winter. But before we get into the video, as always, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time that I upload. Make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up, and without further ado, let's jump into another video. Okay, let's go.
Hold up.
Right now, I do not have anything on my skin. I only have my eyeshadow. I have this cute little holiday look going on, but we're gonna jump into the skin. Now, the first thing that I do after I went ahead and I rinsed and exfoliated my skin this morning, I like to go in with this hydrating face mist. This is rose water. This is from the brand Pearl Essence. You can actually find this at TJ Maxx, which is where I got mine. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that to kind of settle in and dry, I'm going to be talking about some of the products that I use in my skincare routine that do help a little bit with this dry season. Now, the number one thing that I do recommend, now this entire line from Neutrogena, which you guys, I'm sure you've heard of it, the Hydro Boost. This is the Hydro Boost Hydrating Cleansing Gel. This is what the bottle looks like. You can find these pretty much anywhere. This is what I use to clean my skin. I use this, and then I use an exfoliant in the morning. So I really like to use the Hydro Boost line from Neutrogena. They have really great products. They work really great on my skin, and I do notice a difference. Now, another thing, this is something that I actually received in one of my influencer boxes, and I absolutely love it. Now, Neutrogena has something similar to this. This is the HydroPeptide Anti-Wrinkle and Restore. This is a Hydro Lock sleep mask. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's super tiny. It's a sleep mask. Neutrogena does have a similar product. It's like a sleep mask. I can try to find a picture and insert it somewhere on the screen, but it's basically a sleep mask. You wash your face, you do your skincare, you do everything, and then the final step is to hydrate your skin with the sleep mask, and then just leave it on overnight, and it really sinks into your skin and hydrates everything. So in the morning you just rinse it off and your skin feels amazing and super hydrated. Okay, so going on to moisturizer. Now, this moisturizer I actually received at BeautyCon in my BeautyCon hauler bag. This is the OK glowing moisturizer. So this is the packaging. I'm sure you guys have seen this on, I think I mentioned it in one of my favorite videos that I did not too long ago. I also use this all the time on my Instagram. It is super hydrating on the skin. It gives the skin a nice glow as well. I absolutely love this moisturizer. I used to use my Clinique Dramatically Different moisturizer, I believe it's what it's called, but I have been really reaching for this one because I'm telling you, like, it gives you a nice glow. It's not too luminous, and for dry skin people, I just absolutely love it. The primer that I have been loving, I know I mentioned this probably in one of my favorite videos as well, but this is the VDL Lumilayer Primer. This is what the packaging looks like on this one, and I absolutely love this primer because it's just like absolutely stunning, and I will show you what it does to the skin. So this is just the back of my hand. It just gives a nice radiance to the skin. So it doesn't leave it super overpowering where it's like absolutely like too luminous, glowy, but it gives just a nice little glow to the skin. It also does help minimize the look of the pores and all that stuff, but I do go in with an additional pore minimizer. For some reason, my thing lately has been mixing primers. I don't like to just use one single primer. Again, that's just what works for me. All right, so what feels like 1,000 steps later, I went ahead and I did throw on the Lumilayer primer, and I also threw on a pore minimizer. I'm using currently right now, you guys already know, my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I just put that in my T-zone and basically across my cheeks because that's where I have the biggest pore problems. Now, I'm going to be going in with a foundation. I super recommend this foundation. I see this foundation get talked about so much, and I never really tried it. I went ahead and I bought it maybe 1 or 2 I think about 2 or 3 months ago, and I've been using it ever since, because right now I'm telling you, my skin is just cracking. It's so dry, and especially with this pregnancy. This is the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation, and it's exactly that. It is a naturally radiant foundation. It's super natural finish, but it does leave the skin nice and glowy. Now I am currently using the shade Nude. It does have a little bit of a yellow tint to it for my skin, but I make it work with concealer and all of that. I just haven't had time to go to the store and purchase a different shade, but we're going to be using this bad boy today. I'm going to start off with just that much on my face, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. If I need any more coverage in certain areas, I'll go back, but I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge and kind of just blending it out. Okay, so I went ahead and I put a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes, on the forehead, down the nose, and underneath the mouth, just to kind of bring a little bit more brightness into the skin. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set it. Usually I go in with like any type of translucent powder, but again, my skin has been super dry, so this is the next step that I do recommend on doing if you are going to set your face, your foundation, your under eye area. I use this powder all over my face, to be honest. This is the e.l.f. HD powder. Now they do have a regular translucent HD powder, but the one that I use is the soft luminance powder. I did mention this, I believe, in my favorites video as well. It's definitely been working for my skin. It does give a nice glow. It doesn't leave an overpowering, it doesn't have like too many glitter particles in it where it's like, this is too much, but I absolutely love it. So I do truly recommend this powder. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I use it for all over my face. I use it to bake, and then I set the rest of my foundation with this powder. So what I'm doing is, you can see that it kind of does mattify it down just a little bit, but it's not like overly powering. It's not too much. Sometimes when you do bake and set, that's what tends to happen with your foundation, is that it really just mattifies it like to the max. This one doesn't really do that. It'll just kind of set it, but it won't take that glow away. The rest of my face, I'm going to just take whatever's left in my pan where I went ahead and I put a little bit of that powder, and I'm going to take my Wet n Wild face powder brush, and I'm going to just kind of lightly place this all over the skin. I'm not putting too much pressure onto my face. I'm just kind of lightly tapping the powder in and making sure that everything is just set, so I can go in with powder contour and all of that. Don't forget the neck. It is long lasting. It does last me throughout the day. It doesn't make me look super oily by the end of the day either. Like I said, these products have really been working for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face makeup, and then I'll come back and show you the products that I use to set my face and all that good stuff. Okay, so the last and final step is just to basically set the face. Now, what I went and did, I finished the rest of my face, threw on my lippy, and threw on my highlight. I threw on the Ofra Cosmetics. This is the Glazed Donut Highlight, so this is this color right here. That is the highlight that I have going on right now. And then what I like to do is basically set my face and then press everything in so that I know that nothing is going to be moving throughout the day. So 2 sprays that I absolutely love. One is a drugstore and one is a higher end spray. They're basically pretty much the same thing. They do about the same thing. Now, one of them is the Iconic London. This is the Prep Set and Glow. Now this one is in the deeper tone. There are 2 shades in this one. This is the deeper one. This is more of a summer one. I don't have the lighter one because this one did come in my BoxyCharm, but Makeup Revolution does have something that is very similar. This is the Glow Revolution Prime Set and Glow as well. This is what this one looks like. This is called Eternal Glow. The shade is Eternal Glow, and it's pretty much the same exact thing. So that's what I'm going to be using to spray my face. And with the same blender that I was using, just kind of press everything very softly into the skin, so that way I know that nothing is moving, that glow is set in there, and that we are good to go. So you can see that my highlight does look a little bit more natural. My skin is looking nice and glowy. It's dewy. I really like those sprays. Like I said, the Makeup Revolution is basically like the drugstore alternative for the Iconic London spray. So I do recommend that. They're usually on sale. You can use coupons at Ulta with it. So I do highly recommend using that spray. just to give it a little extra glow and extra dewiness to the skin. It just adds a little bit more emphasis. Oops. That is pretty much the products that I use when I really want to hydrate my skin, keep it glowing, keep that dewy skin throughout the year. These products have really been working for me. Now the key product obviously is the foundation. I absolutely do recommend this NYX Born to Glow foundation. I absolutely love it. They do have testers inside of Ulta, at least mine does, and the few that I have gone to around me do have testers, so I really do recommend that you go in and actually try the foundation. Match your shade, because it is such a fabulous foundation. It wears all day long. It's a super long lasting foundation. I don't have any complaints on it. I do have extremely dry skin in the winter, and that is something that I absolutely have been loving, so I do recommend that. Thank you guys so much for continuing to watch and to support. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Ciao.